The first night, it was a family and police officers and interested parties, people that knew of this and knew of her. By the next morning, it was an entire community. The news was out that this little girl had been missing all night long, and people came out in droves to help. I don't think anybody really knows exactly what happened, but somewhere along the way in selling candies, she was abducted. Whether that was at somebody's home, somebody pulled her in and took her from there, whether it was a car driving by, we don't know the details, but she was kidnapped and taken against her will that night.
One of the interesting developments and very concerning developments was the discovery of mint boxes leading down the hill toward the river. It took some time to actually reconcile the numbers, but how many she was issued, which was 7, in a cardboard container, with how many she sold, which was 1, and how many were found, which was 6. And those numbers all matched up. The concern was certainly all there. The policemen at the time certainly knew something terrible had happened. There's notes of patrolmen talking to each other, making mention of this town. They knew that, they mentioned that to each other and more personal.
Additional resources are called in to help search for the little girl.
They sent a helicopter on March 7th, 1959. It actually landed in what is now Spokane Falls Community College. They flew down the Spokane River Gorge near what's referred to as 7. Anyone that lives in that area knows that that area has many power lines crossing the river, high tension power lines. And unfortunately, that helicopter hit a 7 of those high tension power lines and is described as exploding and falling.
This is an investigation filled with one tragedy after the next. 3 people searching for Candy Rogers have died. So far, no sign of the missing 9-year-old little girl. That's next on Bloodline Detectives. March 6, 1959, Spokane, Washington. Candy Rogers, just 9 years old, declared missing when she failed to return home. The town rallies. They search the entire area, determined to find Candy alive and bring her home.
On March 22nd, 1959, 2 airmen from Fairchild Air Force Base, not associated with the search at all, were on a day off and they had decided to go hunting together in an area about 7 miles northwest of Spokane. They made a discovery of 2 shoes matching a pair that looked like little shoes in the woods that day. And I think it was the fact the shoes looked fairly pristine for having been in the woods and were still together. They recognized that that's unusual, and they felt we better call. And they actually did call the body of Candy Rogers. 2 carloads of patrolmen were brought up. They went into the area where the shoes were found, and within a matter of minutes, a patrolman made the comment that we don't need to look any farther. She's right here. And what he had seen or witnessed was a little girl's knees sticking out from a pile of brush.
You can be sure that that affected every one of those, whether it was the officer that actually came upon her or not, that it affected everybody.
The body was